Welcome to House Lux Estate, the home of self-improvement and personal development. Our mission is to assist you in your journey of self-growth, providing tools and insights that can help you become the best version of yourself. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating exploration of emotional self-regulation, a key skill that can drastically improve your decision-making process. Why emotional self-regulation, you might wonder? Well, it's simple. Our emotions, when left unchecked, can cloud our judgment and lead us to make impulsive, often regrettable decisions. By learning to control our emotional responses, we can approach situations with a clear, balanced perspective, allowing for well-considered, rational decisions. It's like having a personal weatherman inside your mind, predicting emotional storms and guiding you towards the calm. So, are you ready to take control of your emotional climate? Stay tuned as we dive into the steps to master emotional self-regulation for better decision-making. To master emotional self-regulation, it is crucial to understand what it is. Emotional self-regulation, a cornerstone of mental health and well-being, is the ability to manage and respond to an assortment of emotional experiences in a socially acceptable and flexible way. It's like a personal thermostat that helps us adjust our emotional state to fit our environment, our tasks, and our social interactions. Imagine you're in a heated discussion. Your heart rate is rising, your face is flushing, and your fists are clenching. These are all natural responses, but they're not particularly helpful if your goal is to communicate effectively and maintain a positive relationship with the other person. Emotional self-regulation is the process that helps you cool down, unclench your fists, and choose your words carefully, even when you're feeling angry or frustrated. But it's not just about reining in negative emotions. Emotional self-regulation also involves amplifying positive emotions, such as joy, excitement, and love. It's about being able to savor these feelings, share them with others, and use them as a source of energy and motivation. So how does emotional self-regulation impact our daily life and decision-making process? Well, every decision we make is influenced by our emotional state. When we're calm and focused, we're more likely to make rational, long-term decisions. When we're stressed or excited, we might make impulsive choices or overlook important details. Mastering emotional self-regulation can help us make better decisions by ensuring that our emotions are appropriately matched to the situation at hand. In essence, emotional self-regulation is about balance. It's about feeling the full range of our emotions, but not letting them control us. It's about expressing our feelings in ways that are constructive rather than destructive. And it's about using our emotions as tools to help us navigate the world, rather than letting them steer us off course. Now that you understand what emotional self-regulation is, let's explore how to master it. Mastering emotional self-regulation involves a series of steps. The first step is self-awareness. Understanding your emotional responses is fundamental to mastering emotional self-regulation. It all begins with self-awareness. This is the ability to recognize and understand your moods, emotions, and drives, as well as their effect on others. It is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence and a critical factor in decision-making. But how can you cultivate self-awareness? You can start by observing your emotions. Notice what you're feeling and why. Reflect on your responses to different situations. Are they automatic reactions, or are they considered responses? By paying attention to your emotions and responses, you will begin to understand your emotional patterns. You can also practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of purposely focusing your attention on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. It helps you to become more aware of your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. This can help you to stay calm and focused in stressful situations, leading to better decision-making. Next, consider keeping a journal. Writing about your thoughts and feelings can give you a deeper understanding of yourself. It can help you identify emotions that you might not have been aware of, and understand why certain situations trigger specific emotions. Finally, soliciting feedback from others can be a valuable tool. Others often see aspects of ourselves that we are blind to. Constructive feedback can help you understand how your emotions and behaviors affect those around you. Self-awareness is not a one-time event. It's a continual process of self-discovery. It requires honesty, introspection, and willingness to change. It's not always easy, but it is worth it. Understanding yourself can help you manage your emotions effectively, leading to better decision-making and improved relationships. So, cultivate self-awareness. Observe your emotions, practice mindfulness, keep a journal, and seek feedback. By understanding your emotions and their triggers, you can begin to control them rather than letting them control you. With self-awareness, you are one step closer to mastering emotional self-regulation. But there's more to it. The next step in mastering emotional self-regulation is self-management. Self-management is the art of being in control of your emotional responses rather than being controlled by them. It's about understanding that emotions are not the enemy, but rather an essential part of the human experience. They act as signals, alerting us to something that needs our attention. The challenge lies in managing these signals effectively. A good start is to recognize your emotions. Acknowledge them without judgment. Whether it's happiness, anger, sadness, or fear, it's essential to accept these feelings as valid and natural. Remember, it's okay to feel what you feel. Next, it's crucial to understand the triggers of your emotional responses. Is it a particular situation, a specific person, or a certain time of the day? Identifying these triggers can help you anticipate and prepare for emotional reactions, offering you a chance to intervene before they escalate. Now let's talk about strategies. One effective approach is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment, observing your feelings without reacting to them impulsively. It allows you to respond to emotional triggers with thoughtfulness and consideration, rather than being swept away by a wave of emotion. Another strategy is to use cognitive restructuring. This technique involves reframing negative thoughts into positive ones. For instance, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," consider saying, "This is a challenge, but I can overcome it." This shift in mindset can have a significant impact on how you manage your emotions. Exercise can also be a powerful tool for emotional self-management. Physical activity releases endorphins, the body's natural mood lifters, helping to reduce stress and anxiety. Finally, never underestimate the importance of sleep and a healthy diet. These elements can significantly influence your emotional state and your ability to manage it effectively. So, if you want to master emotional self-regulation, remember that it's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about understanding them, managing them, and ultimately using them to make better decisions. So self-management is the key to control your emotions rather than letting them control you. The final step in mastering emotional self-regulation is practice. Like any other skill, emotional self-regulation requires practice to perfect. It's not something that can be mastered overnight. In fact, it's a lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. Let's delve into a few exercises that can help you develop this crucial skill. Firstly, the art of mindfulness. This practice involves focusing your attention on the present moment without judgment. It's about observing your emotions as they come and go without letting them control you. This can be done through meditation, yoga, or simply by taking a few moments each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Secondly, emotional journaling. This is a powerful tool for understanding your emotions and how they affect you. By writing down your feelings and thoughts each day, you can start to see patterns and triggers. This can help you anticipate and manage challenging emotional situations more effectively. Thirdly, try the technique of emotional distancing. This involves creating a mental gap between you and your emotions. Instead of saying, "I am angry," you can say, "I am experiencing anger." This helps you to see your emotions as transient states rather than defining characteristics of who you are. Lastly, cognitive restructuring. This is a method used in cognitive behavioral therapy, which involves identifying and challenging negative thoughts. By changing the way you think, you can change the way you feel and react. But remember, these are just tools. The real work comes from within. It's about being honest with yourself, about your feelings and reactions. It's about taking responsibility for your emotions and the impact they have on your decisions and relationships. And so, as we wrap up this part, it's important to remember that the path to mastering emotional self-regulation is not a straight line. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, triumphs and setbacks. But with consistent practice and commitment, you can learn to navigate your emotional landscape with grace and wisdom. Remember, practice makes perfect. Regular practice can help you master emotional self-regulation and make better decisions. And there you have it, the steps to master emotional self-regulation for better decision-making. We've journeyed together through understanding what emotional self-regulation truly means and how it deeply impacts our decision-making process. We've also delved into practical steps to cultivate this skill, dividing them into 3 parts for easier assimilation. Remember, mastering emotional self-regulation isn't just about suppressing emotions or ignoring them. It involves recognizing, understanding, and managing emotions effectively to make sound decisions that lead to better outcomes in our personal and professional lives. It's a lifelong process, a journey of self-discovery and growth. The power to shape our decisions, our actions, and ultimately our lives lies within us. Harnessing this power through emotional self-regulation can lead to a more fulfilling, balanced, and successful life. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to House Lux Estate for more insightful videos on self-improvement and personal development. Until next time, keep improving yourself.